chemise. KZ will be in singles competition tonight, Buff. And these guys, boy, do they fly.
Man, these guys look great. I can't wait to see this stuff.
There is a reason that these men are the Open the Twin Gate champions, the tag team champions of one of the greatest promotions in Japan, DragonGate Japan. And they are here in MEW to bring some natural vibes to our presentation. Beautiful championships too, Bob.
Wow, beautiful belts, man, beautiful. These guys look like winners. They just do.
And his opponent, from St. Louis, Missouri, he is the Bosnian Warchild, Spiral!
Spiral, the underground champion here in MEW, still carrying that belt as we make our way into this new era. Nobody knows what the state of our championships will be going forward. We're still waiting to hear from our commissioner, Chip Schuyler. But as I'm sure as we just heard earlier, we don't exactly want to hear too much from Schuyler if we don't have to.
Yeah, he really was a little bit long-winded, but man, if looks speak, brother, his tag team and his team coming in looks really impressive.
And this is going to be quite a high-flying match as the Bosnian Warchild meets Natural Vibes' own KZ in this match. And these men have crossed paths before. Spiral trained at the Zero Dojo in Japan. And this will not be the first time that him and KZ have shared a ring together.
This is going to be a heck of a matchup right here, buddy.
MEW fans came out tonight just like they've always done to see the one and only Bosnian Warchild. And there's that beautiful underground championship, the belt that carried us through all of 2021 when we were just a little company running out of the Fight Factory in Lovejoy, Georgia. And Spiral is here. He wants to stay on top. As we make our way into 2023, it's Spiral and it's KZ, and this is the main event of the debut episode of Main Event Vibes here on PSN. Both these men sizing each other up.
Man, these guys are quick. Look at that.
They haven't even touched yet, and you're already seeing the agility on display from both of these men. That Japanese style, Buff, is a completely different thing all on its own.
It really is. I mean, these guys bring so much more to the table. These American guys, man, I'm telling you, they don't have the dedication. They don't have that eye of the tiger look that these Japanese guys are coming in with. It's unbelievable.
And if you know anything about that Japanese dojo system, only the strongest survive, and that's got to say a lot for KZ. But KZ not one to pass the opportunity to have a little bit of fun, a little bit of a worm there. Doing a little dance. What is this now? Toying with Spiral in the early moments. apologies from KZ to Spiral there. Spiral's got to give him a hand, though.
Wow, you got
impressive.
to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, like we were talking about, that strict dojo system that these guys come from, you got to keep it light whenever you can.
Nice headlock.
Got that
nice.
Tight. Off the ropes goes Spiral. Big shoulder tackle from Spiral on
Whoa.
KZ. Dutch kick. Impressive kick to the gut there from KZ. Reverse the Irish whip from Spiral. Bouncing off of all the ropes. Goodness. Ducks another kick from Spiral, and these two men stand off in the crowd here in Griffin, Georgia are loving it.
That was so impressive.
Neither one of these men are even breathing hard after that exchange, Buff. So impressive.
It shows you what the difference is of being in ring shape is much different than just being in shape.
You know, and you obviously quite a huge part of WCW during its lineage. WCW, as most fans know, that partnership with New Japan. A lot of those light heavyweight wrestlers from New Japan coming over, you got to be seeing a lot of similarities from KZ between guys like Jushin Thunder Liger and Dynamite Kid and so on.
Absolutely, and they brought such a different game to the wrestling. It just made it so much more impressive. It made it so much more versatile. And oh wow,
big STO there. Spiral goes for the cover. Just a 2 count from KZ though.
I really like this Warchild.
I gotta think he's knocked a little bit of wind out of KZ there. As you see, KZ took a little bit of time to kick out of that pinning attempt.
He really did.
Wow. Huge kick there from Spiral. Goes for another cover.
Good quick cover.
You're gonna want to stay on top of a guy like KZ, and Spiral understands that. Even though Spiral likes to fly himself, he understands the man that he's in the ring with, and he's gonna have to do what he can to ground KZ. Oh, huge leg drop there as he was draped across that bottom corner, but KZ might even be more agile and even quicker than Spiral, and I don't think Spiral's used to that. Another cover attempt. Spiral now back to that control with that headlock onto KZ.
Now right here is where KZ's got to focus, get his breath back, and come out on top of this over Spiral.
This is a good opportunity for not only Spiral to get his wits about himself, but KZ as well. As you see KZ now back to his feet, and he's fighting out those shots to the midsection. But Spiral, big knee to the gut, scoops him up. Big slam there from the Bosnian Warchild.
Wow! The 1.5.
Impressive.
Nobody home. Days again of Too Cold Scorpio with a 1.5.
Both of these men are veterans of professional wrestling. Spiral been doing this over 10 years. KZ began his career in 2008 and is the leader of the Natural Vibes faction in Dragon Gate, Japan, along with being one half of the Open the Twin Gate champions. As Spiral on the outside, absolutely reeling after that offense from KZ. KZ off the ropes, looking to fly, takes out Spiral on the outside.
What? How impressive, man. Did you see that? He flew.
Unbelievable aerial offense there from one half of the Open the Twin Gate champions as both men are laid out on the floor. KZ makes his way up first, though.
KZ's up. He got his breath, like I said, and look what happens with his breath.
Take a look at it one more time. Huge dive there from KZ. Absolutely impressive from Dragon Gate's own. Send Spiral back into the ring.
He's pacing himself. KZ's pacing himself. I like it.
He's got an opportunity to catch his breath here.
He's getting his breath.
Big Boss Chemise on the outside, getting the crowd into it. KZ picks up Spiral. Irish whip into the corner. KZ with a huge shoulder tackle into the corner. Huge suplex.
Nice bridge.
Oh my goodness. Buff, that was almost a 3.
You see KZ arguing a little bit. That was a really close 3.
KZ now with control of the arm of Spiral. Now he's got that, it's like a crucifix, a modified crucifix, locked in on Spiral right now. Looking to wear down the Bosnian Warchild even further in our main event tonight here on the Premier Streaming Network.
He's keeping the arm bar locked in there. Very smart of him. Spiral's getting his breath, but at the same time, he's got this vicious hold on him by KZ. Oh, good forearm.
Spiral fighting back now. Oh, huge shot. Laying in both those forearms now. Shots in the midsection. Big uppercut. Huge kick from Spiral.
Nailed it right on the chin.
Deadlift German. But KZ's back up. Huge European uppercut from KZ.
Both down here. The ref's got to count both.
Buff, can you believe the aggressiveness we are seeing in this main event?
That was so impressive. Here it is again.
Look at
The
these
double
huge
forearm, the
shots.
back and forth, the super uppercut, and then, whoa, right on the chin, man.
That kick would have sent most people to the emergency room, let alone to the pay window, but KZ unfazed as KZ now maintaining control on Spiral. Got the double underhooks here. Huge DDT from KZ.
Wow, this could be it.
Drags him closer to the middle. KZ,
He's coming off the top of something.
this is gonna be big. KZ all the way up top.
Big frog
Oh my
splash.
goodness, but Spiral out of the way just in time.
Big frog splash, nobody home.
That could have sent Spiral away, but Spiral, that veteran instinct kicking in, got out of the way just in the nick of time.
They're both down again. Crowd's getting with it. Who's going to come up first? Spiral's up first.
But Spiral still reeling from the previous attack from KZ. Spiral with big kick to the chest now. Setting up another one. Get some torque on that one. KZ back up again. Blocks the shot. Dragon screw from KZ.
This could be it. He's sizing him up.
KZ wants to send Spiral home with whatever's coming up next. Oh, huge knee to the side of the head. Oh, but breaks the cover. I think he wants a little more. Oh my goodness, and a huge knee directly to the nose of Spiral. Cover 1, 2. Oh my goodness, 2.9.
Man, that was close. Spinning toe hold. Oh, wow.
Spiral! These capoeira kicks now from the ground.
Fireman's carry.
KZ's out of it, spins him around, ducks the line.
Up again.
Another Finley roll.
Going to the top. Looks like a backwards. Oh, wow.
Oh my
Big time.
goodness! That's gotta be it, 2.
He kicked out.
Come on. Right as the referee's hand came out, KZ kicked out. If Spiral kicked out at 2.9 earlier, that was 2.99 for KZ. Look at this unbelievably impressive corkscrew senton there from Spiral.
Really impressed, man. It was so cool.
Watch out for these kicks now as Spiral lands him up high on the chest of KZ.
He's trying to beat him down.
Spins, ducks it. Big forearm there from KZ. But Spiral nails him with the kick.
Wow, that was all home.
Spiral stomps him directly into the back. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
And your winner, Spiral!
The Bosnian Warchild successfully defends his championship against KZ of Dragon Gate. Buff, what an unbelievable showing.
This Spiral kid is going to go a long ways at MEW, bro. I'm telling you, this guy's got everything it takes. He's got muscle mass, he's got quickness, he's got height. He really's got all it takes to be the next big deal in the MEW.
And you see it, that's what did it right there, that big stomp to the face of KZ. Spiral walking away as your victor in the main event for the first ever episode of MEW 5 here on the Premier Streaming Network. And Buff, that's the reason right there why Spiral is the man that typically closes out every MEW show, and tonight was no different. Show some respect.
Look at this. This is really what it's all about right here.
Like we said earlier, both of these men go way back to Spiral's time in Japan, the early moments of his career. Spiral, nothing but respect to one half of the Open to Twin Gate champions. And there it is, KZ shows the respect right back.
Impressive.
Absolutely beautiful. And KZ, take nothing away from him. Such an impressive showing, but tonight, just like on most nights, Spiral was the man.
This kid's gonna go far, man. He's got all